Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Live Queens, our very, very first show this year in 2025. We're very, very excited to see you here. Hello and welcome. Hosting the Live Queens today is going to be Her Honorable Lady Ruxa Almara for Lady Ruxa Noor.
Hello.
Hello, my lady.
How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
Good.
Really good meeting you here today.
Yes, likewise. Very, very good to meet you. I've been waiting to see you all again.
I know, such suspense. I mean, we're so excited to have you here today. We're all very, very honored that you're here with us today. I didn't bring my crown today because I don't have a
Oh,
crown, but I brought a whole lot of pearls, as you can see.
delicious, darling, delicious. I've got them on as well. And on my crown also.
Awesome. Perfect. I think the other queens are here. I see Boss Queen Brittany Ulo is in the audience. Boss Queen, I'm about to get you on. I see Queen Diamond Ash as well.
Yeah.
And Lady Ruxa is going to be, of course, our host today. Take it away, Lady
Hey,
Ruxa.
Queenz!
Hello.
Hi! Happy New Year once again.
Oh my
Happy New Year
God.
to you too.
How
Queen,
is
it's
everyone?
already happy Valentine's. Please,
Oh,
can you stop with the
yeah.
Tommy,
music?
please, I beg. Until a further notice, if there's no husband, there's no one is enjoying Valentine's Day.
I like your standards anyway.
How
Oh
are
my
you?
God.
How is everyone?
Yep, I'm all good. I'm fine. I'm working on some new projects and things like that. So, yeah, I'm just being very, very busy. Hello.
Hello, Queens.
Hi, Princess. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Blessed to be here with you all, to be honest. I've missed these fabulous faces.
Princess, that's a lot of pearls on your ears, girl. Can you move your
Yes.
head?
She was serious.
Oh
Come on. Of
my
course, I'm a
God.
princess. I had to, all sizes.
Do
Oh,
they go all the way to their legs?
Next time, I'll bring those ones.
I know. Check mine out. I've got mine here as well.
Looking
oh,
very amazing.
Ooh, I'm loving the black and pearls, ladies.
You know
Yeah.
what I love? I love your nails. They actually collaborate with the background you're having. We love it.
Oh
Very nice.
yeah. Thank you. Lady Ruxa, take it away.
okay. So, I think we should start by all introducing ourselves for anybody who is new here, because I've seen quite a few new people from my side who have joined. So, I think we should just start with our introductions and, maybe a little bit of our titles and what we do. Should I go ahead and start or?
Or you do whatever you want to
Yes,
do, Lady
please.
Ruxa.
Okie dokie. So, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us all here today at Live Queens. Back again for 2025, fresh, bright, and happy as ever. So, I'm Lady Ruxan Noor Al Marek. I am a royal titled lady here in England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. I do a lot of charity work. I'm currently juggling different roles. Such as an ambassador role for Kidney Research UK, um, and also a research networking role for Kidney Research UK. Um, so, yeah, there's a lot of new things happening now with myself. But we're actually here to speak and to listen to you ladies today, all the fantastic things. So, over to you, Queen D.
Thanks, Lady Ruxa. Before we do, are we supposed to bow or curtsy after that intro? I think we should bow.
We have done so.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
ladies.
much. Awesome. Lady Ruxa, thank you so much. Can I just start by saying thank you so much for making the time to welcome the Live Quiz into 2025. We've had a long, nice, relaxed break, but we're ready to come back and work. There's a bit of an echo there. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear that as well.
Yeah. Maybe if you all switch off our microphones when you're not speaking. Let's try that. All right. Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah. Okay. No, I just wanted to say thank you so much for hosting the Life Queens today and ushering us into this amazing year. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Danae Omudwa Murphy. I am based in the Republic of Ireland in Donegal. Of course, I'm the founder of this talk show, Life Queens. I'm also the founder and CEO of my baby pageant project, my Mrs. Africa, Ireland here in Ireland. Of course, I'm involved with AUK as well. I'll always be AUK alumni, Africa UK pageant alumni, and I'm an advocate for a whole lot of other sources and resources and all that. But today, I'm just here as a live queen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Really, really exciting things coming from you also. We'll get more into that a bit later, I suppose. Princess Ash, next, please, if you don't mind.
Thank you, Lady Rue. My name is Ashley Chingwaro. I am the founder of Sparkle of Hope Empowerment Charity Foundation. I am a life coach. Sorry, I'm not a life coach. I'm a pageant coach. But yeah, you could also call me a life coach. I do have so much good advice on life. But I'm a pageant coach at Mrs. Africa Ireland. I am also the second Princess of Africa UK Pageant and Empowerment Programs of 2023. I am a brand ambassador at Elite Clothing and Waboa's jewelry. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. And Boss Queen.
Yay! You actually said my name. Everybody says Brittany. But yeah, I go by the name Brittany Olo. Still fantabulous as per usual, aka Boss Queen. CEO of Unit Clothing and founder of Humanity for Sister, a charity which supports underprivileged families and children in Africa. And obviously the infinite Miss Youthful Glow as usual. Thank you so much.
Of course, we can't forget that last one, can we, Britt?
Never. I mean, is it not obvious?
Of course, you are actually glowing today. You are glowing, yes.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. So, as we all know, Live Queens is basically a platform that we basically work with sort of empowerment and sort of inspiration and motivation sort of things. You know, we each of us work with different charities and so on and so forth. But I now have some questions that I want to ask you all. So I think I'm just going to kick off with that now, I suppose. So my first question to each one of you is, in what ways would you say that you each have grown in the past year? So from the beginning of 2024 to now, if you don't mind.
I'll kickstart that question, if you don't mind. Yeah. I mean, it's actually surreal thinking of this time last year. It's amazing how much can change in a year. I think this time last year, we were still talking about contacting somebody to work on our media. We were thinking about contacting somebody to build our website. You know, we were at sort of just the cusp of our greatness. I want to say greatness. And we were sort of just comfortable meeting on every Wednesday, you know, talking a little bit to people. But right now, as we start 2025, I realize that it's not just about coming on the Insta Live and speaking to people. It's about being entrusted with people's innermost fears, people's stories, people's histories, people's legacies and dreams and visions. And I've come to realize that we've got the responsibility of taking care of those stories and, you know, storing them and publishing them and sharing them in such a way that they really honor the people who've taken the time to come to Live Queens. So I think in a year, so much growth, you know, besides just being in the media, but also just a shift in terms of how we view those stories and how we even develop relationships with those people. And how beautiful it is to see those relationships just form ripple effects of empowerment and inspiration and beauty, not just for ourselves, but for other people as well. So I think for me, that's the biggest part of growth. Thanks, Lady Ruxa.
Thank you very, very much. And just before we have some other answers from the other queens, I would like to say, about, sort of different stories, sharing stories, hearing stories about other people. So I myself have just recently had an article published about my story. Thank you. My story, which is all about my battle with end-stage renal failure, and kidney disease. So if we can sort of share that article afterwards, I would really, really appreciate that, because it's got some really, good information attached to the article as well that people can also benefit from to sort of, spread awareness even for kidney disease. Thank you so much. And Boss Queen, please, could you answer my first question?
Well, I'll say it's diverse if it comes to growth. First of all, my height. No, I'm joking. Still 5'3" and still proud of it. Confidence wise, I think growth is just enjoying the journey, but also being yourself. And I think I've learned to know when to step up and when to step backwards, and just reflect. I've learned what like real sisterhood means. And growth in terms of I've been able to have my own, or being creative and have my own clothing brand line, You Lead Clothing, and also just being able to get out there and speak to various people and see where help is needed, but also try and get help myself with the resources that are available to help others. So it's in terms of me helping myself to help others. I think growth is exponential. The word I can't. 2025, not those expensive words. What I mean is that growth is very exponential. It's it goes. You can grow and then backwards, but you always have to know and to know your goal and know how what kind of aim you have. And that's all I can say. I think I've grown in various ways. I can't like pinpoint only in one sentence or one thing specifically. It's vast. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. And finally, beautiful Princess Ash, please, could you answer my question?
Thank you, Lady Ru. So for me, I think growth is a process. I believe that at the beginning of 2024, I was literally putting a drop of water into a cup every single day. And right till the end, my cup was full up. When I talk about time management, I mean, I still do some things like lastminute.com, but I still make sure that if it's 9 p.m. that it's supposed to be handed in, it's still done. So I've really grown in terms of time management. And also my go-getter capabilities have just gone up a notch. I know that whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve. And that's actually a big step, because most people, we always think, okay, I want to do this, but we never actually go for it. And my public speaking has definitely improved. I no longer shake when I go in public. I'm just like, hi, or it's either you love me or you hate me, but here I am. It is what it is. And I think by personal development, I have really grown. Emotional intelligence has grown. But and I'm still growing, and I'm so excited for 2025. Thank you so much, Lady Ru.
Thank you so much. And you're exactly right there, Princess Ash. We are all individually growing in our own ways. There is no sort of there is no wall when it comes to personal growth and inner self growth. You know, there are no limits. We can all learn things new every single day. It doesn't matter our age or anything like that. We can all grow and we can all learn more, you know, especially from one another as well sometimes. So thank you all so much for answering that question. Boss Queen, could we look at some of the comments maybe?
I was already looking because we have such an amazing audience, always so consistent with us. Thank you so much. This shall actually be our year. We are here for you. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. Norman Official, if I'm reading the names incorrectly, apologies. I do come from Africa, Tanzania, and the only language I speak clearly is in Kiswahili. So I really do apologize. Greetings to all, especially dear Queen Ruksha Noor Al-Marak. Did I try?
Yep.
Alfred _ wild01 say, hey Queens, welcome back. Thank you, King. And then Norman official says again, you're truly an incredible person with a brilliant mind and a kind heart. Your intelligence and sharp thinking sets you apart. But it's your willingness to help others and your caring nature that make you truly special. The positive impact you have on those around you is inspiring, and I feel fortunate to know someone as Rima. Oh, that's really, really beautiful. Thank you so much for those beautiful comments. Queenzina Miss Charity 2024 is in the house, and she says, hello Queens, so happy to see you back online. You are all as stunning as usual. Thank you so much, Queen. And she says again, love the pearls, Queens. So she's seeing them. We're loving it too. She says again, it's Lady Ruksha looking fabulous with extra crown on top of it. And we are honored today. Oh, Auntie, so proud. Alicia is in the house. Thank you for being online. We appreciate you so much. Tigom, our one and only management in the back. Thank you so much for always being there and making things happen for us. And Quincy, again, wonderful. Congratulations for your article. I can't wait to read it. I think she's talking about your article when you're talking about it. And then it just goes, I think, Marina's.mission. I think that's one of our guests soon. Wink, wink, I suppose. She just entered saying hello to everyone. Well, and then I was just saying thank you for being with us because I was seeing that all the messages were flowing. And Howard Sharon, that's just a friend of mine in Germany, saying, looking beautiful as always. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I really appreciate those comments. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, and she says again, spreading kindness is so important. Nomino Official says, remarkable as you. And yeah, Life Queen is now obviously flirting with Mocha to some extent. We shall not understand. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for all your wonderful support and all your love and your comments. Keep sharing your love. It is highly appreciated. Thank you so much. So next, ladies, I have another question for you guys. And this one is, so what I want you all to do is I want each of you to tell me just one thing that has empowered you. Now, this doesn't have to be recently. This could be throughout the whole of your life. Just one single thing that has empowered you along your journeys. And I'd like to start with Princess Ash, please.
Here I was hoping to be second, third, because I was thinking a thing or a person. However, I'm going to change that thing into a person. And and it's going to have to be my late dad. His lessons on perseverance and resilience and just not giving up on your dreams is something that I carry on as my purpose in life. So yeah, definitely my dad.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to go to Boss Queen, please.
Thank you, Lady Ruksha. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like life is a journey and you just learn as you go. And yes, I would like, as much as I would like to pinpoint it on one special phrase or one thing, but honestly, every day, even now, I'm learning. So I can't literally say what exactly, apart from maybe I go by one sentence that is always following me, whether I want it or not. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Sorry, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. That is one of the something that is always literally motivating me to get up even if I don't want to, because I'm just like, well, if I plan to if I fail to wake up, nothing is going. It's like a domino effect. Nothing is going to happen. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And Queen D.
Thank you, Lady Ruxa. I think for me, there's a lot of lessons, but there's something that resonated with me on one of the recent podcasts that I was listening to. And one of the motivational speakers said, instead of changing your habits to get somewhere, elevate your standards. And he goes on about manifestations and vision boards and everything. And he says you can have all the vision boards in the world. You can fill your walls with manifestations. You can make New Year resolutions. You can form new habits. But if your standards do not change, it's very easy for you to fall back. For example, if you decided you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna look healthy, you're gonna get a good body, and you just change your habits, you change your diet, you change maybe the way you go to gym. It means, let's say you fall sick or whatever, you're not able to go to gym, then you fall back into that trap. It means when you're around your friends that are eating unhealthy food, then you fall back into that trap. However, if your standard has changed, you've moved on to another level, you've leveled up. There's no way you're going to be comfortable looking a certain kind of way. So that's what I've learned from that. So don't just change your habits for sure. Vision board and everything, manifest, do all of those things, but elevate your standards.
Thank you. I deeply agree with that. Yeah, that statement was, that actually speaks, volumes, actually. That's really, really good. So for me personally, something that has just the single thing that has empowered me recently is just before Christmas, I was very, very run down, and I had a whole heap of workload to get through before I had my Christmas break and my New Year break. And I just remember my aunt, she said to me, your grandmother used to deal with things very, very differently to the rest of us. And my grandma was my biggest person in my corner that fought for me, for my health, for everything that I've ever been through in my life. My grandma always fought for me. She was my person in my corner. And I remember one time when I was younger and I was going through a difficult patch with my health, I had this very different mentality where I struggled to come to terms with things, and I was in a really dark place, basically. And I had that sort of mentality where I don't want to carry on anymore and I can't do this anymore, sort of thing. My grandma just sort of put her hands on my shoulders and gave me a little shake, and she says, no, you will carry on and you will do this because you have to. You have to. And so just her sheer memory was enough to empower me recently, because I was so tired and I was so overworked just before Christmas. My aunt reminded me that my grandma would have also have given me a shake up and said, no, come on, you have to crack on and you have to do your duties and your work.
Yeah.
So that's something that inspired me recently.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That's beautiful.
Thank you. So I want to move on to my next question now. And that is, what advice would you give, Queen D, to someone who is struggling with motivation?
I know, and we all have some of those days, more often than we would like to. I would say something that really resonates with me that's made it easier over the years is fill yourself with self-love. Love yourself more than anything, more than anyone. And that's not being selfish. Um, and as cliche as it sounds, you have to fill your cup because you can't pour from an empty cup. And once you fill your cup, it's so much easier than to sort of overflow into other things. It's so much easier to fill other people. And you're doing your loved ones the greatest disservice by trying to pour from yourself when you're empty. So it all starts with number one. Number one, you are the most important person ever. You are useless to your family, your friends, your work if you're not well. And this works everywhere. It works at home, it works at work, it works, wherever you are. So fill yourself up all the time and have so much self-love for yourself. So much self-love that anything that comes your way, anybody who tells you otherwise, there is no space. Your cup is so full of goodness, there's just no space for any of that nonsense. So self-love and fill your cup.
Thank you so much. And Boss Queen, how would you answer that question? What advice would you give to someone that is struggling with their motivation?
I agree with what Queenz says, but also I would like to add that never forget how you started, where you're coming from. It's always difficult from the beginning, and consistency is key. So always appreciate those little steps because they actually accumulate to your bigger goal. You're going towards something. Yes, you might feel sometimes that, well, let me speak to myself. You might feel sometimes down and tired, and it's too much. The winter is not when it's wintering a lot and you can't. Do not forget why you started in the first place, and do not forget why you want it so bad. Because at the end of the day, nowadays, everybody can achieve anything if, when they believe it. It's all about consistency that brings us to that end goal that we want. So I would say consistency is key, and do not forget from where you started from, and appreciating the little steps. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I do agree as well. I do agree. For myself, perseverance and strength, utter strength was what got me through my darkest times when I was struggling with motivation. During my health battles and during my younger days when I was on hemodialysis treatment, some days that treatment literally zapped every piece of energy that I had in my body. Some days, in my article, actually, I did refer to the feeling of not being able to even lift my head to eat food after my treatment, and I had no one at all to sort of tell me what to do in terms of struggling with motivation, because, from our family point of view, we are all strong. We're all a unit, but yet each of us has our own duties to carry on with and uphold. So at that age, I didn't really have any sort of support, really, that sort of spurred me on to have more motivation.
It's
So
so
yeah.
interesting, Lady Ruxa, when you say that. As you say that, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, you're a British royal, you have all the resources. How is it possible that there wasn't anybody around you? And I think that speaks volumes, because it doesn't matter what walk of life you are, it doesn't matter what surrounds you, it doesn't matter what external material you're surrounded by, because that doesn't matter. You could be in what looks like the best possible position and still feel like you have no support. And that's so important, because some of us don't avail help because we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not allowed to be feeling that way because of what I have. But none of us are immune, none of us.
Thank you so much. And you are right. I mean, people could look at me and think, oh, she's in a very comfortable position. She has nothing to ask for. But the thing is, I'm still a human being. We're all still human beings. We all have a heart. We all have feelings and emotions and obstacles in our life that we have to overcome. just because I'm in a privileged position now doesn't mean that it gives me superiority above everyone else, because everyone is my equal, and my parents taught me that from day one. We may be in the position that we're in, but everyone is our equal. Even my mother taught me one saying, and that was that even the most poor and homeless man on the street, he's still our equal, because he is a human being. He's a creation of God. He's still our equal. So I live my life by that. And that is a big reason as to why I do the work that I do now. I don't profit from any of the work that I do. I do everything that I do to better other people's lives and their journeys and struggles that they're going through. Because it's not just kidney charities that I support, it's others as well, with other illnesses, other sort of difficult topics and difficult things that people go through in life. I support a wide range of charities because I want to give back, to people out there. So yeah, it doesn't matter what walk of life we come from or what background, we are all still human beings. Yeah. I agree.
For sure.
And
but I think when you're a strong person, people don't expect you to collapse. They always think, okay, don't worry, she's got it. Like, how can it happen? It can't happen to her. I think that's the problem that sometimes society has, which is also not right, because I think we're judging someone just purely by their strength. Anyway, answering the questions, my turn.
Yes, please.
I think that my advice to anyone that's not feeling motivated would be to surround themselves with people that lighten up when they enter the room, because those people are the people that will actually help them and motivate them. They will remind them, like, come on girl, you know who you are, have you forgotten the goal, get up and let's get going, kind of thing. Or but yeah, we definitely need, it's the people that are around us, that we surround ourselves with, that really mean a lot at that time when you're not feeling motivated. And I think it's also important that when you've got so many tasks to complete, it's always better to kind of break them into smaller tasks. That way it doesn't seem such a big deal, because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh my god, the list is so long, and then I kind of break down and then I go sit down for a bit and then I have a coffee and then I come back and I'm like, no wait, Ash, just break it down and you'll be okay. And yeah, then it just all gets better. And also, I think it's also important that we celebrate our small wins. Whenever you feel like you're not motivated, just look back and then you realize, okay, no, I've actually done A, B, C, D, and there's a lot to celebrate for. So I think once you celebrate that small win, you keep going and keep going. And I think it is important that we remember that small progress is still progress.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Queen D, can you see any new comments that we could read out? No?
I can. I'm going to scroll there. While I'm doing that, Lady Ruxa, I would like to think people in the audience are interested in your outfit and the clatage and everything. Maybe just while I scroll back, would you mind saying to the audience, please?
Oh, like my medals and my orders and things?
Please.
Oh, okay. So we'll start off, everyone, with my medals. So this one is the Coronation Medal of King Charles, this far one here. And this is the Platinum Medal for Queen Elizabeth II. And then I have the Royal Victorian Order here, which is the Maltese Cross. And I have my sash here, which is the Royal Victorian Order sash. It also comes with like a big star garter thing that we put here, but I don't really wear that very often because it's very chunky and very heavy, so I don't wear that very often. And then we have another Maltese cross at the bottom of my sash. So the sashes are mainly worn at formal events, really. So I wouldn't usually wear my sash for just an everyday meeting. If I'm traveling to, meet up with charities or support people, I would wear my sash and all my orders and things if I'm going to perhaps like an evening dinner gala, or to celebrate something, or a formal event, basically a formal dinner. And then we have the royal family orders here. The top one is obviously King Charles's. It's got his portrait on there.
Ah, yes.
And then the yellow one is Elizabeth's one. So with these, you get the royal family, all of the royal family ladies have these, and some of the royal ladies of the Royal Court of Great Britain have them. So with these, again, it is optional. You can wear them for just everyday service if you want to, but I choose to keep these for formal as well, along with the sash. Mostly when I'm just going to meetings, I just wear these two and then a couple of my little pin badges there. And that's it, really.
And the crown.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, actually. And then my tiara is my very own replica of Princess Diana's The Lover's Knot tiara. It has little pearl droplets in there. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that with us. A great bit of British history. Really, really excited that you're able to share it here at Life Queens. Thank you so much. Okay, so Aston Villa _ 1997 says, hello, everyone. And Sharon says, spreading kindness is so important. Of course, we agree. Norman Official says, remarkable as you. You've got a big fan here, Lady Rook. So this is somebody who either knows you personally or they've been following you because they are just on fire with the comments. We really love that. Umar says, Lady Ruksha looks fantastic. Of course, we definitely agree with that. And Live Queens was just putting a comment there that Live Queens is going to be back here on Instagram every Wednesday for 7 p.m. until further notice, until something else happens. And we've asked you to just follow us and share our stories at Live Queens on all our socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We have a very busy YouTube channel as well. Lebu Motladile, shout out. Lebu is here. She is in South Africa. She is the one who organized the first prom for a high school, a secondary school back in the Northwest. She shared with us recently that I think there was an 87% or so pass rate for all the Northwest. So that's actually very high. So really congratulations to them. Norman Official says, special thanks to Queen Ruksa Noor Al-Marak who helped when I asked you how to remove kidney stones. Okay. We see you. And Lebo says, good evening, fam. Lebo says, celebrate small wins. Small progress is still process, of course. Progress over perfection. We definitely agree with that. And thank you so much to everybody who's joined on and stayed on. You could have been anywhere tonight and you're here. Amy Logat says, Lady Ruksa is a superhero. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fantastic.
She's actually one of our ambassadors as well. She's an ambassador for kidney research too.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming through. And we're always giving a shout out to the Kidney Foundation. Anything that happens there, we're always sharing it on our stories and shouting it out. So thank you so much for all the work that you do. Back at you, Lady Ruksa.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So what I wanted to do now is talk about something new that's going to be happening with Live Queens, if that's okay, Queen D. So to our viewers, we are back. Live Queens is back. From what I gather, from what I've heard, we're working on getting migrating over onto a site called Podbean, an app called Podbean. And so what that would do is it will still give us our live video as we're on now, but it will also give us another opportunity to sort of have a podcast as well. as well. So obviously keep an eye out on all the socials. We will inform you when that is going to go ahead and so on. But yeah, it comes after we had some trouble with our last live just before Christmas. We had some technical issues. So Podbean will probably be a lot better for us all, and it will be a good opportunity for Live Queens to branch out, actually, and for more people to not just see what happens here, but also listen as well. Because I know myself, I've benefited from a lot of podcasts during travel recently. So yeah, to all our viewers that are still here, we're going to be moving over to Podbean and doing some podcasts as well as video lives. So thank you.
Awesome.
Lady Ruksha, can I just say, a few hours ago, I was thinking how someone once asked me, what does it take to be a life queen? And I think today I got that answer. It takes someone like you are part of us. I love the way that you are part of the family, as in, you know, like, yeah, we are. Yes, girl.
Oh,
We shall be putting you down for more guest hosting at this rate. I love it. I really love it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Thank you so much. And I'm always willing to help in any way that I can. And I've really enjoyed hosting so far. I really have enjoyed it. And actually being on the other end of it, you know, interviewing you beautiful, wonderful ladies and listening to what, you know, you guys have going on and listening to what, you know, sort of empowers you guys and inspires you all, you know, because it's okay to be on this every single week and interviewing someone else, but it's actually interesting for our viewers to hear what's going on with you as well, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, yeah. Thank you for the opportunity, by the way. You know, I've yet to say thank you, but thank you so much for this opportunity to host.
For sure.
Thank you. I'm not too sure on what time we have right now. We have 7:43. So what I wanted to do now is for each one of us to give one quote or one word that has, you know, sort of empowered and inspired us all. And I want to start with Princess Ash, please.
Maybe ask why Queen D is laughing.
Me too, I'm asking myself because actually normally it's always boss Queen, please, because you're the youngest. Thank you, Lady Ruksha.
Anyway, in this case, you're lucky because the answer cannot change in any way, unfortunately. My quote would be, one candle can light up a countless more. Be that candle.
Indeed. Wow, that is strong. May I just ask, Princess Ash, where you heard that quote from?
Oh, God. To be honest, I can't remember. Wait.
Okay, no worries.
Where did I hear? I can't remember. I think it's been such a long time that I have taken it upon myself to make it my own. To be that candle.
Oh.
Queen D, do not laugh. But yeah, no, I can't remember where I got it from, but I think it just touched me because I think half the time we're thinking, oh my God, we need to, you know, make a big gesture or, you know, empower 100 or feed 100. No, you don't have to. Just start one at a time, one day at a time, one candle at a time. No rush.
Indeed. Again, very, very powerful quote. Very, very powerful quote. Boss Queen, please.
I was so hoping to be the last one, but yeah, here we are. Thank you, Lady Ruksha. I would say recently somebody told me you as a woman are mad and you take no's. So I've been thinking about that phrase quite a lot. And yes, a lot of us Black queens are being labeled, you know, all the labels as, you know, from mad, primitive, or whatsoever reason. You need to be strong, you need to be, I don't know what, until, you know, you're mad. And I sat down and I was like, actually, we need to start sitting down and thinking what each word might mean for each one of us instead of just taking it on how people are seeing it or seeing us for. And yes, I sat down and I just picked the three letters, M-A-D, and I say, you know what, I'm going to change that narrative for myself. Yes, I am mad, I'm owning it, because yes, I'm a woman who makes a difference, period. And yes, I take the no's because I love to hear any no, because that's just an opportunity for next opportunities. So yeah, I think moving forward, any negativities thrown at me, I'm just gonna sit down, reflect, and try to turn it in a positive vibe, because I cannot come and kill myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Amazing. Queen's.
Yes, I'm gonna stick with the same saying that I always say. It resonates with me so much. Every day, we are indeed our ancestors' wildest dreams. Let's continue to rise in our power. And that's such a powerful statement, because we always just need to see where we are. Let's just think of the experiences your mother had when they were young. Think of the experiences that your grandmother had versus the experiences that you're having now, and the opportunities, and try and be the change. So try and sort of shift the generation forward. If there's something maybe not so right in your generation or generation before you, be the one person that's going to stop something, so that it doesn't go on to your children and your children's children. So but of course we are what we are because of our ancestors. But we are our ancestors' wildest dream. Look at us, our ancestors are smiling where they are just having a fantastic time. Very proud.
Amen, indeed.
Thank you. So I also have a quote that inspired me quite some time ago now, actually, but I've always sort of kept it in my mind, and I also have it written down in various diaries and things, and it's something that came up recently when I was having a discussion with someone, and they were talking about, being in a good position due to generational help and generational wealth and things that have been handed down. Whereas, like myself, with everything that I do now, it's something that I've made myself. But the quote is from actually Nelson Mandela himself. And that quote is that, "Do not judge me by my successes, but judge me on how many times I have fallen down, but gotten back up again."
Powerful stuff.
So that was my quote.
That's deep.
Indeed, because going back to what Queen D mentioned earlier on, people would probably look at me and say, oh, she doesn't have much to worry about. She has quite a privileged life and a privileged background. But as I said, I've been through some of the toughest times that you can imagine, and other people have as well, even worse than myself. But I've had people look at the successes that I have now, but they don't know the obstacles and difficulties and hurdles that I've had to literally fight against to be in this position. So that quote, it really does resonate with me also. And I kept that written down and kept it in my mind. And it always reminds me of where I've come from and what I've had to endure to be in this position now.
Wow. You just reminded me of a speaker who was talking about that she's been, like, obviously now people approach her and say, oh my God, you're a great speaker. But no one actually knows where she came from. Like, she was like, it took her 7 years to get to the point where she was. But people just see her as, oh my God, she's a great speaker. So people don't actually see the process. They just see the end result. And then they think, wow, she's lucky.
Indeed. I agree. But again, it is, I think it's quite a misconception that people have sometimes, of everyone. It doesn't just need to be someone like myself, but of everyone. We can all sort of put on a smiley face and go out there into the world, and but we do not know what goes on in each other's lives, or in anyone's life for that matter. So my last word to everyone here would be, just be kind to one another. Just be kind and love yourself and love each other,
I think it's because maybe Lady Ruxa, there's so much emphasis and focus on the shell, on the outside. If she looks good, if she walks a certain way, if she drives a certain car and lives in a certain house, she's okay. And none of that matters when here is not okay. None of that matters.
Yeah, also, I mean, it's always easier to judge the book by its cover rather than actually digging deeper and finding out what the book's about. It's always easier to then categorize a person and say you're bad, you're good, you're this, you're that, rather than, you know, you got it easier than the other one, rather than actually trying to get to know the person and unpicking and finding out actually you've come a long way and you're wearing that crown, all deserving, Queen, honestly, and it suits you. So proudly flaunt it. Do not care whoever is saying it. We are proud.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. You know, each and all three of you have always sort of given me that sort of love, respect, and sort of uplifting feeling that not many people give me. You know, so I want to thank each one of you as well for all of your love and support that you've given me as well.
And we
Thank
bow.
you so much. But also, we only give what we get, to be honest, and we're just getting a lot of love from you every time we speak to you. So kind, so your humility, you know, so humble. I mean, just look at the comments. I can just, you know, it's not only about bowing and saying, all hail Queen, but it's actually, we mean it, because you are, you know, embodying it and within yourself, and not just the face or whatever, the superficial bit. So we just give what we get. So thank you so much for being kind.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think we should start wrapping up now. So I wanted to go on and see if anyone had any plugs to put in or any upcoming events or anything that's going on. So I think we should come to Queen D.
Yes, please. I am, you know, basically, I can't contain myself. I'm super, 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 super excited. It's upside down, but you know what it is. You'll figure it out when you look at your camera later. Oh my God. I am so excited for this baby. And no disrespect to people with human babies, but this here, it feels like a brand new baby. It feels like a newborn, okay? It's exciting and scary and ridiculous and all of the things all at the same time. It has managed to evoke so many emotions inside of me, and it's catapulted me into like just a world of just amazing wonder. And of course, if you haven't heard about it, I'm talking about my Mrs. Africa Island pageant. That is a pageant that's here in Ireland for ladies of African ancestry who are living in the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, 18 to 35. And this is not a beauty contest. It is an empowerment program, because we don't focus on what weight you are, what height you are, whether you've done pageantry before, whether you've got children, whether you're married or not. That is absolutely irrelevant. We're looking to meet ladies at any part of their life. You come as you are, you know, and we're going to empower you through several classes, several steps, personalities. I've got amazing people working with me on this project, and I've got an amazing super team here in Ireland. And the developments that have been happening just over the past few weeks, crazy. I'm so, so, so excited. Put it in your diary. The finale is in Ireland. It is on the 30th of August this year. We can't wait to see you there. Follow us at all of our socials at Mrs. Africa Island, at Mrs. Africa Island, and follow the hashtag MMAI 2025. Thank you, Lady Ruxa.
Thank you so much. And I myself am so excited about this, you know, new little baby of yours. It's such, you know, I don't know personally how long it's been in the making, but I do know just how much attention it has gotten as well, from everywhere, to be honest with you. And it is amazing. Well done to you, Queen D, for, you know, making this happen and giving other people the opportunity. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And may I say, you are actually allowed to show off with this baby as much as you want, because no, listen,
Yeah.
because I believe like Mocha is my baby, regardless of him having another mom. But you know, like whether it's a dog, whether it's a project, whether that's your baby, you're allowed to, you know, just love it and embrace it for what it is. Don't feel bad.
Absolutely excited. So excited. I can't stop smiling now. I need to stop smiling.
No, you're deserving of that. And you know what? When you're reading that, I was just thinking about the thing that you're talking about, what you heard on the podcast, elevating the standard. Girl, well done. We can't wait. The standard is up there, up there. So very proud. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks, Lady Rose.
Amazing. Is there anyone else that has anything coming up? Any future events? The 8th of February, by any chance?
Yeah, well, the one that you've just skipped us. By the way, me and Lady Ruxa share the same birthday week. And yeah. But anyway, we will have fun on your behalf. So it's basically Love and Empowerment event, Sparkle of Hope, in collaboration with Africa UK Pageant. There's going to be speakers, there's going to be workshops. We're just going to basically help one another, lift one another, inspire one another, and we'll never know where we can get to. And also, it's a great opportunity for anyone that wants to meet the Life Queens in person, because they will surely be there. And also some finalists from some queens from Africa UK Pageant will be there too. So I think this is going to be a great event for anyone that wants to get to know us and the rest of the pageant family. By the way, it's in London on the
8th of where is it again?
I was actually already thinking to buy a ticket to Ireland, but yeah, glad it's actually in London.
By the way, it's in London. Tickets are on Eventbrite. However, I checked this morning and they're just about to we're about to reach to our limit. So if you do want to reserve a ticket, please do so. Otherwise, we'll see you there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Another exciting event. Boss Queen, anything from your side coming up?
Actually, not much apart from the registration for Mrs. Africa UK Pageant and Empowerment Program. They're open, and this time also Mr. is invited to join. Any Mr., Mrs., and Miss. Everyone is invited from 30-year-old plus. Also, you don't have to have any pageantry knowledge or any skills in terms of experience. It doesn't matter whether you're married or not, whether you're single. Marital status is not like all those pageant requirements on a beauty pageant requirements are not really needed. Just come as you are, as long as you're 30 and above, and you are looking to empower and get empowered. The registrations are still open, and let us know. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. And I
think registration for both competitions is until the 31st of March, right?
Of March,
yeah.
Yes.
So calling all of the queens and the kings, go on our socials. I think Africa UK Pageant is at Africa UK Pageant, and go fill in that application form, do the registration fee. All of us here have walked that journey, and for me, if I didn't walk the Africa UK Pageant journey, I wouldn't be starting a pageant in Ireland today. I can tell you that for sure. So do it and come as you are. Come as you are. It will grind you. It will polish you. It will elevate you. You will emerge on the other side a whole other new person. Do it. Do it today. Do it today.
Yes.
And also, if you're a comedy lover, on the 9th of February, there is the Tenjiwe, the Mandela Effect, which will be, I think it's in London, and tickets are about £9 each. They are on Eventbrite. That's kind of an exciting one as well.
Yes, and on the 12th of April, please, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, Reach Out Autism is also having their annually event. in Manchester. Tickets are £45 on Eventbrite as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. I think we should wrap up there now. We have gone over by just 1 minute, but yeah, it's been so good. It's been so nice being here back with you guys and actually hosting this time as well. It's been a surreal experience. But yeah, again, thank you so much. But I just wanted to end this session of Live Queens off by, just reminding everyone once again that we don't know what's happening in each other's lives or what's going on around us. Always remember to share the love and be kind to one another. Always be kind.
I agree. Awesome. Right. On that note, we're gonna be back here on Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday, we've got a guest coming, same time, 7 p.m. So we're gonna be on Insta Live until such a time that we've made an official exit to Podbean. But come back here next week, Wednesday, because we've got a very amazing guest coming on.
Thank you, Queens.
Okay.
Thank you.
And wish you health, Lady Rooks. I hope your chest and throat gets better.
It's my throat, yes, I know. It's just that I'm so tired. I've been doing so much recently. And by the way, this is just water. I'm drinking water out of a fancy glass.
Yeah, me too. I'm also drinking water.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Ladies, none
So
of us
fun,
have
though.
evidence, but it's okay.
This year we're drinking our greens and minding our business, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway,
Lady
everyone
from the Live Queens, can I just say what an amazing host you've been? It's been absolutely beautiful. You've got the most thought-provoking questions and you do them with such kindness. You can see we put so much thought into it. We are so happy that you are a friend of Live Queens and all of our brands. And we really can't wait for 2025. We can't wait to see what 2025 brings. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good night, ladies.
Okay.
Night,
All
night.
right, everyone.
Bye.
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 Have a good week further. Bye.